Hey everyone, welcome to the OGHS Library channel with Mrs. Berg. I'm Mrs. Berg, and today we're going to be talking about how we can take off the case of our Chromebook to clean it effectively without damaging the actual Chromebook itself. So the best place to start is actually going to be with the bottom of the Chromebook. So if you want to turn your Chromebook over so it's upside down and just kind of open it a little bit so that you get access to these little access points on the case. You'll see they're like little tabs. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna start with these tabs, and you're just gonna put your fingers on the front, your thumbs on the back, and just kind of give it a little push until you feel the case kind of start to pop off. So you'll notice that the tabs are kind of coming off of the case there, and then just work your way around so you find other tabs, do the same thing, just give a little pressure, and then there's a last set that's right here kind of near the hinge. And once you do that, you're gonna notice that the back case will just kind of pop right off for you. Now these Chromebooks, they get really messy. Even if you're really careful with your Chromebooks, you're gonna notice that they get a lot of buildup over the year. You know, crumbs fall in there, dust gets in there. So once you have the back cover off, you'll just take any sort of like alcohol wipe, sanitizing wipe, and then just go ahead and give a really good wipe down to the back of your Chromebook, just like this. And don't forget to wipe the case, because the case gets a lot of like gunk on the inside of it too. Just make sure you get really well like around all of the edges and all of the crevices, and get all of that junk off of there. You're also probably gonna wanna kind of open your Chromebook like this and then just kind of do around the edges, because a lot of crumbs tend to get stuck kind of on that lip of the Chromebook case, and it just really builds up. While you have your Chromebook open, you can kind of just flip it so that the case is behind the Chromebook, and then you can just set the Chromebook on the table like that. We don't want to put the case completely back on until the Chromebook and the case have a chance to dry. Otherwise, you'll get kind of that liquid and that wetness trapped inside, which can kind of cause some yuckies to build inside of your Chromebook. So while it's open, you can feel free to wipe down the inside too. Just give it a good going over. You can even wipe, I would definitely wipe the screen because it tends to get like fingerprints and stuff on it. And then we get to the most delicate part of this process, which is taking off this cover, the cover that goes on the top. This can be really tricky because if you take this off too aggressively, you can actually crack the frame of your Chromebook. So you want to be really careful about taking this one off. The easiest way to do this is to have the Chromebook open and start down here near the hinge. Okay, again, you're gonna have some little tabs along the bottom here. Let's see if I can show you those anchor points. That's where you're gonna wanna start. Same as we did with the bottom. Okay, just put your fingers on there, put your thumbs on the back, and then just give a little bit of pressure, and it should pop right off. If you start with those bottom ones, it's gonna be a lot easier to kind of work your way up and around, and it should all pop off pretty easily for you from there. Even when you get these bottom ones off, you could just, in theory, slide it off a little bit. Like I said, this top one is really tricky, so just be very careful that you're not popping the frame off. So once you get it detached, it'll just come off, and then you can finish wiping down your Chromebook. So just make sure that you do the top part as well, and the top part of the case. Now putting this back together is really easy. You basically just make sure it's all lined up and then just snap everything back into place. But like I said, you really want to wait until your case and your Chromebook are dry. So just wait until all of like the streaks and stuff from the antibacterial wipe kind of go away. Let them air dry a little bit. You can blow on it. If you have a paper towel, you can wipe it off. But then you'll literally just lay the case out like this. And you'll start with the bottom piece. The bottom piece, you'll be able to tell from the top piece. The bottom piece has like this lip all the way around one side of the Chromebook, where the top one does not. It kind of has like a little gap like that. So that's how you can tell it's the bottom piece. So we want to put the keypad, the trackpad, along the side that has that long lip. And you'll literally just take your Chromebook and you can just lay it on that bottom piece. Okay, so just lay it on like that. And then if you just give it a little pressure, it'll just snap right in, and it's that simple. And then if you just open the top, you can kind of pull up this top piece And I like to kind of come in from the top and slide it down, because when you slide it down, those top 3 anchors will kind of hook in, and then all you have to do is come around the side here and just pull in and push to get those bottom ones to kind of click in. So that's it. That's how you clean your Chromebook, and you should make sure you do this at least once a year. If not, like, I like to do it like every couple months, just because they do get really, really gross. If you have any questions, please let me know.